Hey, what's going on, family? I come back here today to speak with y'all about some lies being told because the reason for the lies is for election purposes and for votes that uh, Trump is trying to get. And the crazy thing about it is they just unnecessary lies. But a lot of people bite off into the lies because they don't look into stuff to really see what's going on. But I'm here to tell you, family, about what's going on. First of all, welcome. I'm glad to see you here. Anybody that's here or comes here while I'm going through this, trying to explain what's going on, is greatly appreciated. And I appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate if you hit the like button because it keeps the algorithm going. So we're gonna start off with the lies about the lies about the disasters in Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, North Carolina. All these different governors that spoke out on the lies that's being told that they're not getting any help and they did not get any money for the disaster relief. And they all spoke out and said that they have spoke to the president and they are helping them with the disaster relief. So I don't know where all this is coming from, but he tells these same lies on different channels and different media channels. He's telling a lot of lies about it, and I don't. But I do understand it because, like I say, in my opinion, is all to get votes to make it seem like that the president and the vice president is not doing anything. And first of all, I want to come to you and speak on Georgia. He said the money was supposed to go to Georgia and North Carolina and all the other states is gone to the people who came in the country illegally, which is lies. I don't understand why he's saying that. They're on there speaking about it in North Carolina and Georgia and places like that. They speaking on that they are receiving help and they are getting the money. And not only that, for the people that's coming over here that he claims is coming over here illegally, even if that was the case, they got two separate funds for disaster relief and for the immigrants that's coming over. So I don't understand. He's claiming that $1 billion is gone. Like it's gone to the illegal immigrants, which is the furthest thing from the truth. And I really don't understand why he's out here spreading this thing. It's almost like they eating dogs and cats and geese. You know, man, this stuff is really, really crazy. But I'm here to tell you that it's all fabrication. Don't bite into it. All this is to get votes to make it seem like they're not doing what they're supposed to do. It's so untrue. And then he also says, then Governor Kemp also said that he has spoken with the president and he has received help. North Carolina says the same. That they spoken with the president. They are being assisted and getting help for these things that's going on. And this national disaster, normally the national disasters is in like around the coastal areas. A lot of these places with these national disasters, they done came inland, so it's a lot of people is hard to get to, and they are working their tails off trying to get help for these people and get in there and help these people. But far as the funding that they get from the government, they are getting, and it's people that's uh, really trying to get out and help people that just going out to these places trying to help these people because over 230 people have died. And he's trying to make it a campaign stump speech for the election to get votes when we have people misplaced, then have died, people that they can't find, that they steady working hard to try to find these people and so they can make a great recovery. Now, we don't know who all still living and who all is passed away, but I know it's over 230 people that have passed away, and I think it's a shame that someone would use something like this for an opportunity to try to get votes. So, I mean, family, you guys can look this stuff up. I mean, there is blasted all over mainstream media and everything, debunking the things that he's saying is going on, because the things he says is going on is not. It's the furthest thing from the truth, and I just want the people to know, because, like I say, he all the man does is tell a bunch of lies on every situation, and I really don't understand why. Well, I do understand it's cost of votes, but these lies is ridiculous, and it should be some type of law against this. That's how come in the debates they don't want it to be any fact checking, because they know mostly what they're saying uh, on stage is lies. So I appreciate it, family. If you guys look into it and look this stuff up, and you'll see that I am giving you accurate information on what's going on. Just look it up. I'm talking about CNN, MSNBC, all the mainstream channels already said. And then not only that, me personally, I do my due diligence, and I've seen the governors get on there, the mayors, the governors get on there and say that they are receiving help from the federal government. So don't believe the hype. Please don't believe the hype, because it's the furthest thing from the truth. And then the FEMA disaster relief, FEMA keeping keep money and grants, disaster and migrant in separate accounts. FEMA keeps all these things in separate accounts for the migrants and and for the disaster relief. So I mean, you really can't believe the stuff that comes out this man's mouth is just ridiculous. And they fighting hard for votes and trying to get elected. And I can't remember the time that anything of truth coming out of this man's mouth. Everything I see is always a bunch of BS, which I'm not understanding it at all. I mean, why people even listen to it, why people even believe it, outside his cult, because that's what MAGA is. It's a cult. It's not a political party. It's for something to take us way back somewhere where we don't want to be. And I really want you guys to realize this and get this, and keep your ears open, and don't believe everything that you see on social media and TikTok, because it be other countries trying to interfere with the elections anyway. But then they just like the wars and stuff that's going on, all these different places these people are going into is just ridiculous. Going out here and a whole bunch of killing and a whole bunch of lying and a whole bunch of conniving. So I want you guys to know this, family. And then also Trump actually did talking about stuff that he would do, like the California wildfires, when he refused to give them aid because it leans Democratic. When the California wildfires was going on in 2018, Trump refused to give them aid because they lean Democratic. So I mean, what type of president does that? You got people dying in wildfires and stuff like this, and I know that I'm going back to 2018, but I'm just showing you, he's saying these people are doing things like what he would do, because this is what he did in 2018 when we had the California wildfires. He didn't want to give us nothing until a member in his cabinet told him that where the wildfires hit at was up in Orange County, and Orange County has a tendency a lot of times to vote Republican. So once he told them that, then he changed his mind and helped with the wildfires for the wildfire relief. Come on now. I mean, what does that look like? I mean, look this stuff up. Like I always say, look it up. Now, you wasn't going to help when you feel like, oh, these are some of them Democrats that voted against me. But you're going to help now, since it was the Republicans that voted for you, but you just didn't win. So now you're going to come up with the cash to send the funds to help with the California wildfires. So basically, it just all depends. It's nothing never about the people. It's always about him. And when you're president, you're supposed to be the president for everybody, not just one group of people. You know what I mean? So that didn't make any sense at all to me. But, common sense is not common anymore. So I'm just trying to set that out for you so you can kind of see how this man is, just in case you didn't know. But at this point, everybody should know. This has been going on for 9 years. Everything is for self. It's not for the people. When we vote these people in, we vote these people in to help us with what's going on in life out here in this world, out here in our states. That's what we're voting for. We're not voting for you to think about self. I mean, everything on this man's stump speech is always about him, what they did to him. Me, 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 me. I'm going home. I'm taking my ball. I'm mad. I mean, people got preschool kids that doesn't act like that. And we talking about with people's lives in jeopardy, and you trying to hold back funds just because they Democratic. That's not the way it's supposed to work. But I'm just trying to, set it all out there for what it is, just in case you don't know, so you will know, if you understand what I mean. And then he also, Harvey said he changed his mind after he pulled the votes in Orange County, and they was votes that was heavily for him. And then, okay, now we're gonna go to FEMA again. FEMA had to create a web page to debunk lies spreaded by Trump and JD Vance and supporters. The Democrats and Republicans are speaking out on this lie. So you got the people from both parties speaking out on what he's saying about this FEMA thing is lies. You know what I mean? So it's not just, oh, the Democrats said, oh, the Republicans said. No, you got Democrats and Republicans speaking out. Now FEMA had to build a whole nother website just to debunk the lies that he's telling, because some of these people are scared to come and get the help that they need because of these lies that were spreaded, just like what happened up in Springfield, Ohio. People scared to go to work. People scared to go out. They scared to send their kids to school. All these are scared tactics that this man is using for votes. And I hope that everybody could see this very clearly, because what he's doing is not cool. It needs to stop. Everything is a scared tactic. He want to use anything that happened and blame it on. He don't even blame it on the president, really, but some of it he do. But most of the time, he's talking about Kamala Harris. And the thing about Kamala Harris, she is not the president. She is the vice president. She works to do what the president tells her to do. She can't just come in and say, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. That's like you hire somebody and they're going to tell you what they're going to do and what they ain't going to do. So don't believe the hype when they talking about what Kamala did at the border, what Kamala did at this. Kamala ain't did nothing. When she was Attorney General, she was walking through tunnels and underground tunnels to stop the drugs from coming in and out the country. But that's when she was in charge. She's not in charge. She cannot tell the president, I'm going to go do this. She works to do what she's told to do. Now, do she have suggestions about different things? Of course. Before it's her being able to sit up and just make decisions like that, that's the furthest thing from the truth. I mean, don't believe the hype. And even at that, even when you're lying on her, even when you mentioning her, you're lying on her too. I mean, if anybody can show me where any truth is on something he said, please send it to me. I would like to see it. This has been going on for years. This ain't nothing to just stop. And it's a shame that these people got to get on the news, FEMA and places like that, because you throwing everybody under the bus and they scared to come and get assistance because you lying, talking about they giving the money to immigrants. You know, it's crazy. And for as my Latin brothers and sisters, you best believe he's talking about taking all y'all, putting y'all in some concentration camp until he can deport every one of you, legal or illegal. So y'all need to know that before you go to the ballot box talking about Trump. But these are things that you need to know. All that DACA and all that's going to be done away with. So be careful about what you're doing. And then folks is dead and missing and stuff, and he's telling lies to score points for the election. This people is dead and missing, and he's sitting up here spewing lies to for a election. He ain't worried about the people. He going down there to do a photo op to make it look like, oh, he's concerned with the folks, but it always boils back down to him about, oh, well, they ain't doing that. And if it was me, I would do this. If it was you, he wouldn't do nothing. He wouldn't do nothing. Like I say, he didn't even want to help with the California wildfires. Then he wanted Ukraine to do a quick pro quo when it came down to them getting the military help that they needed for their bombs and all that kind of stuff. He wanted them to say something about Hunter Biden before he released that package to them, trying to get them to tell lies. So don't tell me about something that he did this and he did that and he did this and he did that. You got to go back and look at what he did. What did he do? I could tell you what he did. He picked over 200 and something Supreme Court judges, state and federal. In that way, so when he gets in a bind like he be in with all these cases and all these counts, that okay, I appointed this one, that one, that one, this one, that one, that one, and it's working for him. And it's working for him. And if you get in there, he's going to pick some more. And everything that you see happening, he's going to be able to get away with. Why? Because he put them in position to be Supreme Court justice. You know, these elections is bigger than what you think. I mean, I don't know, man. I really hope y'all looking and seeing what's going on, so you get everything together where it's not where you don't put somebody in office that don't have your best interest. Be about your best interest and your family's best interest. Look at the long game. Don't look at the short game. And then not only that, when you talk about man, hold on for a minute. All the governors from the governor from North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and Tennessee all say he's lying. And the Democrats and Republicans. So I'm just sitting that out there for y'all so y'all can know what's going on. And then on the other hand, for as Harris is concerned, for as Vice President Harris is concerned, jobs is up. 250,000 jobs created last month. Unemployment fell. Did you hear me? This is Harris. Over 250,000 jobs were created last month, and unemployment fell. So, you know, when you're talking about the economy ain't doing nothing but getting better and better. And what folks don't realize, when the Biden administration went into office, guess what? It was still COVID out here. They had to get rid of the COVID to the best of their ability to where we are now, instead of them telling you to shoot bleach in your arm and things of that nature. You know, got things done and got then you got COVID relief packages and stuff like that. But people don't remember that stuff. You know, if this didn't happen yesterday, they don't remember. But, you know, they had to get all that straight to where you can come outside, to where you can go back to work. And you think after a national disaster like that everybody, the economy was just going to just straight up start booming? Shoot, this is the fourth year in. Yeah, it takes a while. When everybody is dying of COVID, but you ain't dying no more. It's not not in abundance the way that it was a national disaster. So therefore, everybody just think that everything is a genie in the bottle. Oh yeah, well they've been in there 4 years. Why they didn't do this? Why they didn't do that? Hey, look, first they had to get their own backyard straight to where we could keep breathing. We could go outside and start living normal lives. This is what you got to understand when you talk about these things. So, you know, they came in and got something that was crazy. The deficit was high. Everything was all out of whack for as the cash and all that stuff. Everything was out of whack. They had to come in and get some type of normalcy going on out here in this country. That's what you got to realize. So, you know, I don't understand it, and I don't believe the hype on all this about the economy. Now that we got everybody where they safe, guess what? Now they done turned around and made it to where, okay, you done got over 250,000 new jobs. And then for the crime rate is down. Go look at the numbers. Look at the statistics. Look at what's going on. Crime rate is down. Crime rate ain't up. All these are lies being spewed and told. But if you look it up for yourself, then you'll see what I'm talking about. You know, it's not just me. It's everybody out here that do their due diligence. They see and know that's a lie. When you talk about crime rate is up, and then even with the crime rate that is there, because the crime rate is down, and if you know anything about the crime rate, look at the chart. If you look at the chart on there, they try to act like, oh, these immigrants is committing all these crimes. No, it'd be Americans. It ain't the immigrants. Yeah, they do commit some crime, but it don't compare to the people that was born here, the type of crimes that they commit. And even right now, there's crimes being committed. Yeah, people try to steal elections and storming the capitals and all that. I don't see no immigrants. Oh, there was peaceful people. But guess what? If they was black, Mexican, or Chinese, or anything else, guess what? All them people would have been laying out there dead. They wouldn't have got a chance to storm the Capitol. And I don't understand why everybody is always worried about, oh, what they're going to do. What if Trump loses? Oh, it's not going to be peaceful transfer of power. How come it wouldn't? How come it wouldn't? Let a whole bunch of black folks and Mexicans go up there. I bet you it's going to be peaceful real fast. So don't tell me nothing about a peaceful transfer of power. Y'all let these people scare y'all. And that's BS. And then not only that, how wouldn't it be a peaceful transfer of power? Shit, Biden's already in there. Kamala Harris is already in there. It ain't like they got to pack up and come in. They already there. What you gonna do? Let him come in there and take over the White House? Come on, man. By even saying something like that, they sound weak. You know, you let people from other countries just feel like they could just come and roam up in the White House if you sitting up letting these people do it. You sitting up giving other folks ideas to believe that this is what goes on out here. And from what I can see, that's what y'all letting go on. Why? Because you don't want to hurt them good old white folks. Stop it. And no offense against my white brothers and sisters that's not on that type of time. I'm speaking of the ones that's on that type of time. So don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about all white people. I'm talking about those ones that's on all that. And that goes for any other race that's on some kind of BS like that. But I'm just going off of what I seen. You know, so, you know, I don't know. Folks need to get it together. And then another thing, a few weeks ago, the Federal Reserve cut interest rates in the last 3.5 years. They brought manufacturing jobs back to America. They created 730,000 and announced the opening of over 20 new auto plants. And you know, for me, a few weeks ago, they gave the Federal Reserve cuts on interest rates. So, you know, that's another thing that helps the economy. That makes it to where you could go spend more money, where you could do more things. You could get more things done. If you want to buy a home, if you want to buy a car, if you want to do this, because now the interest rates is lower. So when people be talking about, oh, he's winning on the economy, no, these people done got COVID in check. They done cut interest rates. They done cut interest rates down. They done brought back new manufacturing jobs. It takes a while to set everything back in motion. This stuff don't happen overnight. So you can't say what they ain't doing or what the economy's like in this and that. You know, it takes a while after a national disaster. I mean, a lot of people haven't never seen no national disaster like COVID-19 in their lifetime. This is their first experience. And out of this first experience, you mean to tell me that you think that everything should be on point, the economy should be on point, everything should be going well and good, and everybody's supposed to just be out here. Everybody got the money, everybody got the bag. It's all good. We balling out here. Stop it. Stuff take time, especially when you don't have control of the House and the Senate. Because guess what? Now you got to try to get stuff passed to even try to get stuff done. When you got this MAGA coat blocking everything that you're trying to do. And if you ask me, with that being said and with that going on, I believe they're doing a wonderful job by everything that's going on good. Crime rate down, interest rates drop, bringing back manufacturing jobs, get over 250,000 new jobs in the last month. Over 20 new automobile plants open where it's giving more workers jobs. These 20 plants, do you know how many people these plants is gonna employ? Where people get jobs and things are being made in America instead of outsourced to China. And he always talking about bringing Trump always talking about bringing jobs back over here to America. When he was making his tires and doing all that stuff was made in China. So do you believe what he gonna say after all the lies he tell, or you gonna believe what you see? Automobiles being made in other places. Over 20 new plants that they opening up. Come on, man. Come on. Who do you believe? And this is after having to fight through a national disaster, COVID. Let's look at it for what it is. Let's be realistic. Let's be real with what it is, man. I don't know, but you know, plants in the U.S. Man, it's just crazy to me, man. I just don't be believing half of this stuff, all this hype that be going on with this man. But I really need y'all to understand what it is, man. Hey, as a matter of fact, man, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm. It helps me. I appreciate it if you like, share, and subscribe on this video. But I'm telling you, man, all I'm doing is giving you real facts, true things that's going on, and trying to get you to see, man, you have to get out and vote, because this here election is going to be razor thin. And I say this after every video because it's very important. Vote down ballot. All the way down, especially for them House and Senate seats. It's a reason why they fight so hard for these House and Senate seats. Because the electoral college votes is the one that's going to pick who's going to be the president. And when you vote down ballot and you get enough people holding them seats, then if they win the popular vote, then you could assure that they're going to win the presidency. I keep saying Hillary won the popular vote, but she did not win the college electoral votes. And that's why she wasn't president. So vote down ballot, man. Look up this stuff. You got a little bit of time. You got about 30 days left. Look up this stuff. Go through it. Go through it. Look at your ballot. See who's on the ballot and see what they voted for and what they voted against. And you'll know if it's the right person for you, if they stand for and believe in what you believe in. Now, like I always say, we ain't going to agree with everything about nobody, ever. I'm all the way from family members to your mama, my mama. No disrespect to nobody, but you're not going to never agree with everything about someone. But if the important things is on there after you do your research, then you will have a good idea of who to choose. And if you want somebody that's going to be dependable, that's going to be reliable, and not a big liar and lie about everything, and somebody that's going to try to help the people like she's been doing all of her life, then you know which way to vote. And not only that, if we don't get the House and the Senate, them seats, we need them seats bad because they're gonna choose the president, and then they also gonna choose different laws because everything got to make it through the House and the Senate before it can even hit uh, the president's desk. So I need you to know that all these things is important. Them House seats and them Senate seats is very important because it's going to help with laws and what's going on with for stuff you might not like, abortion bans, uh, 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 police killings, and things of that nature, man. All this stuff is gonna be a help. Who's in the Supreme Court? Who's the Supreme Court judge in your state? Things of that nature. And you also have to vote. For me, I look at it the president. You vote for them, the House and the Senate. Make sure you vote for some people that can help the president get done what you want to get done. So vote for them people. This is going to be able to help that, and that's going to be able to help them become the president as well. Then you turn around and you vote for the your stuff in your state, city council, the judges, the police chief, the 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 school board, the the just everything that got to do with your state. And all these things, and a lot of these things have different districts because this is what happens. Your governor, your mayor, because this is what happens. Some things don't have to go through the House and Senate when it comes to states. They could pass legislation on some things that's not good for you, like taking books out of schools, like, oh no, we keeping abortion here, and no, we doing this, we doing that, and abortion is a very, 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 very important thing to me. I speak on that so much because I know that these ladies are dying just from miscarriages and stuff like that, man. It don't make no sense, family. What you want to do, kill all our women because you want to control their body and tell them what they should do and shouldn't do. And I say this every time on every video. You so worried about pro-life, but you ain't worried about gun control. How can you be pro-life and don't worry about gun control when you got idiots coming up in schools spraying up all the kids? How can they even study right? Sitting up have to watch the door. It's like they're on the street corner. I gotta watch my back. When you trying to study, how can you study in an atmosphere like that? Then you don't even want them to get lunch at school. You don't want them to get no lunch at school. This is what these MAGA people are talking about. It doesn't make any sense to me. You know, don't make any sense to me, man. So all this pro-life and stuff miss me with that. You know, police killing babies, 15 years old, 14 years old. Oh, he's a big black guy. I was scared for my life. Well, you don't need that job because you're a coward. You're going in homes killing people like Sonia Massey. set this woman up for failure. She done told you something was wrong with her. And when the pot of water is boiling, you send her to the pot of water and then tell her, sit the pot down, and shoot and kill this woman. Come on, man. They hiring a whole bunch of racist cowards. That's what they are. A bunch of racist cowards. Because if you was just regular citizens without all that badge, you wouldn't be doing all that. You wouldn't be doing all that. Folks that do that is cowards. You regular citizen, you wouldn't be doing all that. You'd be sitting somewhere minding your manners because you're a coward. I'm just saying, man. You know, family, this stuff be really crazy to me, and it really irks my nerves to see all these things like this happening. And I know I'm talking about other things than you know what my title is, but at the same time, I'm just trying to get y'all to see what's going on. If you look at this, check this out. If they could pull over an NFL football player and yank him out the car and cuff him, take him on the side, jump up in the air and kick this man while he's handcuffed, what do you think that they were going to do to you? Come on, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then, you know, Trump said he want to make it to where the police got to have full immunity. I've been talked about this before, and they don't even have they don't have full immunity down, and they killing us now. What you gonna think that they're gonna do if they got full immunity? What do you think that they're gonna do? Shit, they gonna be on a killing spree. They killing folks now with with not full immunity. What do you think they gonna do then? And I'm repeating this stuff because I'm regurgitating it because I want y'all to know that this stuff is real. It's all in Project 2025. It's real. It's not fake. It's real. So, you know, if you having full immunity to just do whatever you want to do, what do you think? And then I'm not only that, I'm gonna say this again because it's that important. Anytime that he wants to make it to where he's gonna get rid of all the government workers that ain't on board and think like he think. So that's a whole bunch of people getting ready to get fired. Okay, that's gonna happen. Okay, it's in Project 2025. Everybody got an answer to him, from the police to the military to DOJ. Everybody answers to him. What if that ain't a dictator? What is it? So basically, you can't be charged for nothing. All you doing is making up the rules of what's going to happen. Everybody working in government, they answer to you. Everybody working in the military, they answer to you. Everybody working DOJ, they answer to you. Everybody in the police department, they answer to you. And the police have full immunity. What the hell do you think it would be around here if you let that happen? And everybody got a choice in whether they let that happen or not. You have to get out, and you should. I want you to. I pray you do. Get out and vote. If it's not for yourself, do it for your children, your grandchildren, your granddaughters, your grandsons. Do it for your people. Because like I said before, he already said, all you have to do is vote one more time. And because we're gonna fix it up real good. And then for it as the union workers, them ones that a lot of them endorsed Kamala Harris. The ones that didn't, guess what? They voting against their own interests. You know why? Because their interest of racism beats that. Because Trump and Elon Musk had the conversation about, oh well, if yeah, you should be able to just go in there and get rid of them all and do all this. They'd rather put their jobs in jeopardy and their lives in jeopardy with their wives and kids and their family because you on some racial type of stuff or either some uh, male chauvinists, because they look at her like she got two stripes. For one, she's a woman. For two, and on top of that, she's a black woman. I mean, y'all remember when Obama was running? They was calling them monkeys, and Michelle was a trans, and they were saying all kind of stuff. But like Michelle said, it looked like he trying to run for one of them black jobs. you know, I don't know, man. It's just bananas to me, man. But I just want y'all to realize what's really going on. So just get it all together, man, and think about what I said, man, and please get out and vote, and please get out and vote down ballot, family. I really would appreciate it if y'all do. Trust me, vote for your best interests. Vote for your best interests, and look at the situation for what it is. Please look at the situation for what it is, man. These people been in there, yeah, coming up on 4 years. Of course they have. But guess what? When they got in there, it was in shambles. It was a lot of stuff they had to get straightened out. And you got to remember, you couldn't even go outside. And if you did, you're taking a chance on catching COVID and die. So it was a lot of stuff they had to get in check. And for the economy, I showed you the numbers on the economy. I showed you how many new auto plants they done built. This ain't even been quite 4 years yet. I'm just saying, man. It all makes sense for you to get out and vote for them people. If they did this in this 4 years, they get 4 more years. Just guess what? I believe it'll be all good. The economy is already back on track, depending on who you're listening to. If you listen to everybody but Trump, they tell you it's back on track. Everything is, and then what's the name? I forget what you call it. I'm sorry, but it's almost back down to 2% the way that they like it to be. So I mean, man, it just don't make no sense not to vote for them because it's a lot of stuff going on, and even with these wars, I think a lot of that stuff got to do with this election too, because people were plotting on who they trying to get in there, so they want to keep all the chaos going. You got. Never mind. I'm not even going into that today, but it's really crazy, and I just need y'all to know, man. Please get out and vote. It's very, very important. It's very important, and like I say, man, I appreciate if y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. I mean, hit the like button. And, it don't cost nothing. It's free. Like, share, and subscribe. Like I say, it helps me with the algorithm, and I really need that to be going on because I'm trying to be able to reach more people to get this message out about this election because we coming to the end of it. I mean, we're at crunch time right now, and then I mean, talk to your families and stuff. Try to take some people down there with you to vote. Try to get you 3, 4, 5 people to go down there with you and vote, man, and make the right decision, family. So we can have some type of normalcy of a country because if it goes any other way, guess what? We in trouble. we in trouble. This is going to be like a third world country, and that's not what we want. It's not what we want, not at all. You know, so I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This woman is out here doing what she do, man, and doing what she been doing all her life, and I don't even understand why. All these people that be talking about, oh, well, we need to know more about her. If you getting pulled to the left and pulled to the right and pulled to the left and pulled to the right, and you only had 3-4 months to run a campaign and raise all this money and try to get people to vote on you, and the other guy done had 2 years, and plus he's known, but he's known for being a liar. So I don't even know why people are even really even going that way. But at the same time, everybody that swear up and down that they don't know about this lady don't have to go on all these different channels and news outlets for you to know about her. If you want to know about her, Google her, look up her policies, look what she did, look at all the things that she did. The stuff that she's more qualified to be president than anybody that ever ran. All the different jobs and things that she done did, all the things that she accomplished. So I don't even understand why is it all this? All this stuff is just an excuse to try to make somebody be a puppet for you. Can't nobody run around being a puppet for you. This woman's trying to win an election. If you want to really know about her, look up her policies. Look up what she did when she was AG, Attorney General. Look at what she did when she's a prosecutor. Look at her when she's prosecuting cartels. I ain't seen the orange man do none of this. The orange man with the comb over. I ain't seen him do none of this. All I seen him do is get on there and complain and cry, and beat his coat out of money so he could pay for his lawyer fees, want donations. He out selling watches and gold watches and tennis bracelets and cheap ass tennis shoes, and you know, trying to pay all this money, for all these 30-something cases that he then got convicted of, and still got a whole bunch more cases that he's fighting. Shit, but you want all this information about her. You got all this information about him, and it's all negative, and it's not harming nothing he's doing. Her information is positive. Look it up. I'm just saying. Man. But you know, it is what it is. You know, if the people can't see the forest for the trees, family, I want you, if he get in that office, I want you to look back at some of these videos and remember, I tried to tell y'all. It's crazy. And I keep saying, vote down ballot and make sure that they have the majority in the House and the Senate. Them seats are important because when the college, the electoral college votes, them are the ones that's going to pick the president. I'm going to say it again. Hillary won the popular vote and still lost the presidency. So make sure you vote for your governor and your Senate and your mayor, your governor, all that, man, for the Senate and House seats, man. Make sure you do that. That's important. And then it'll make her easy to pass some of these laws that you guys want to be passed because she wants them to be passed too. And especially the abortion ban. She want to make it to where Roe versus Wade is law, not where, oh, you you got these women dying over miscarriages. Oh no, you got to carry it to term. Carry what to term? A dead body, dead tissue, and poison in my body. You want me to carry this to term? I'm just saying, man. I love y'all, family. Please like, share, subscribe so we get the information out here. And anything that I talk about or I have talked about, I appreciate it if everybody, fact check anything that I say, because everything with me, I go on facts. I'm not going on Well, I've seen this on TikTok. I've seen this on Instagram. I've seen this on Facebook. A lot of that stuff is so fugazi, so fake, to where you can't believe that stuff. Everything you see on there, if you see something on there that you really believe, look it up. That way it won't know, well, I've seen this on Instagram. Well, I've seen this on Facebook. I've seen this on TikTok. You know, or I've seen it on YouTube. No. Go look it up so you can know for yourself, so you can make a conscious decision on what you're doing. Man, I love y'all, family. I appreciate y'all. And y'all enjoy the rest of your day. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. And like I say again, like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate everybody. Everybody enjoy the rest of this Sunday. All right. See you next time. All right, family. Out.